Well, Clarets, fan reaction, Burnley 1, Middlesbrough 1. Interesting, entertaining game, I thought. Really entertaining. Two well fought teams. I mean, some people say two teams that weren't the greatest, but I thought it were two teams who you can tell will be up there towards the end of the season. Obviously, people will laugh, but tough conditions tonight, and fair play to the lads for the effort they put in tonight because it were tough conditions. And I certainly think that played into our hands with Connor's goal. Um, when the weather's like this and the wind's sweeping about, hitting it. Um, at some point, the wind's going to catch the ball and put it in the back of the net. So, yeah, I think that the weather definitely not helped the match, but obviously had an impact in the match, and the conditions helped with the goal. But like I said, it obviously had a negative impact in the match as well because the ball just bounced where it wanted to, and it wouldn't stick to people. And I don't want to bang about the weather because, well, you know, but yeah, it definitely didn't help. But the game itself, like I say, you could sort of tell that these are two teams who are up there and who are going to be fighting for it. I thought we did well creating the chances. It's the same issue that we've had most of the season, where we create the chances but we can't finish them off. I thought the first, up until Middlesbrough scored their goal, I thought it was a very even match. Then they obviously scored the goal, which at the time I thought their play was miles offside. Seeing it back, he's miles onside. That there's no complaints there. But I thought he had to be offside with the amount of space that he's been given because that's naive defending. And I know how much we love Steve, but that was his man. And you can't believe in that much space. And I think James Trafford was unlucky not to get more on it, and it obviously rolled over the line. But it's hard to criticise anyone with that. And then obviously after that, I thought we, got ourselves back into the game. I thought after that, for the rest of that half, we were pretty much the most dominant side. When it did feel like the goal was coming, but it also felt like it'd have to be something special. We were creating the chances, but then not taking them, not having the shots. So it did feel like one of those where the goal was coming, but it had to be something special. And I mean, it's goal of the season contender from Connor tonight. That's, we know he's got a good left foot on him from outside the box. The goal against Southampton a couple of years ago. It was not reminiscent of that, but similar to that. I mean, he had one a couple of weeks ago where he hit the crossbar. That was reminiscent of that tonight, and what a goal. Honestly, goal of the season contender. I know we're in December, I know there's a lot of games left to go, but honestly, that's a goal of the season contender for me. And I'm sure for most Burnley fans tonight. But yeah, really, really good goal. And after that, I honestly thought, up until half time, I honestly thought we'll go get a second here, go into half time in the lead. And we just struggled to do it. We just couldn't, like I said, we just couldn't get the ball into the box and get those chances. And then second half, again, really 50-50. I think for the most part, we were the better side in terms of actually having the ball, having possession, and trying to create chances, but we just couldn't put it in. I mean, their keeper made a couple of good saves. Our Traff made a couple of good saves. But overall, it just weren't going in tonight. But yeah, I don't think we played poorly. I mean, Sarmiento was absolutely outstanding while he was on the pitch. Um, I was really surprised at him coming off when he did, because I thought he was absolutely incredible tonight. He looked like one of the only players in the first half who was trying to drive the ball forward. I know that's strange, me saying that we were creating chances, but he was the only player. But we were creating the chances, and a lot of them were coming through Sarmiento. And I think that he's a proper player that we've got there. And I think it would be a shame if we weren't to take him on after this season ends, because he's an absolutely belting player. In terms of the rest of the team, Connor Roberts today was probably, again, one of the best performances by him in a Burnley shirt. I thought he played really, really well. Obviously, the goal as well. Whatever the incident was, where it all sort of kicked off, I don't know if it was Roberts or Hannibal or whatever, but the little kick-off, I didn't see it, so I can't really comment, but I'd put money on it being either Roberts or Hannibal involved there. But like I said, I didn't see it, so I'm not sure what happened there. But the referee didn't seem to have much hold of the game either. He bought every single little niggly foul. Every time Middlesbrough went down to halt the play, he bought that. Every time they tried to time waste, and their keeper, I mean, he was doing it from like as soon as they'd scored, basically, and it was getting ridiculous. And I don't know how he's come out of that game without a yellow card, but the fact that the only card of the game went to Hannibal for pulling a player back, which, yeah, it was a card, but it was just mind-blowing refereeing, because there was so much play acting by Middlesbrough. It honestly baffled me. And then at the end, it hadn't even got to this 6th minute added time. We're in a good position. All right, we probably wouldn't have scored from that chance. There wasn't that much time. But a couple of seconds in football can make a big difference. And the fact he's blown the whistle before the 96th minute, when, to be fair, there probably should have been longer than that, it just frustrated me. He wasn't the worst referee we've had. I don't want to blame the referee, because at the end of the day, we created the chances. We should have been able to put them away. So I don't want to blame him, but yeah, it was poor once again. And officiating in this country is just crap. But yeah, like I say, overall, I thought it was really, really entertaining game. I really enjoyed it. A lot of things have been said about Scott Parker's style of play, but for me, I'm enjoying watching Burnley again. After last season, where it was just hard to watch, I'm enjoying it, and actually being entertained by the football. So yeah, it's getting there. We can see the improvements are getting there. Disappointing to concede a goal tonight, yeah, because I did like the record that we have, but still only 7 goals conceded all season, and we're in December. There's lots of things to be positive about. At this moment in time, we're sitting 1 point off the top of the table. All right, I understand if we'd have won tonight, we would have gone top. Albeit with Sheffield United not playing till later, either this weekend. I'm not sure if they play tomorrow or Sunday. But yeah, it's lots of positives still to take. Like I say, I'm enjoying watching Burnley again, and that's the main thing really for me, that I am enjoying watching them. And we didn't lose, so yeah, I'm happy with that point tonight, and Coventry on Tuesday. Let's make it a good atmosphere. Let's, not Coventry, sorry, Derby at home on Tuesday. Let's make it a good atmosphere, let's get the turf rocking. Let's, bring it. Let their fans know that they've come to a hostile football ground. Let's make it, let's make Turf Moor hell. But yeah, Derby on Tuesday. Let's go get another 3 points. Up the Clarets.